Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, members. Good evening for those who are um, far and wide around the world. Um, Good morning as well for those in the diaspora. I'm your guest speaker today. My name is Daniel Tabut. I'm the head of ICT at Harambee Sacco. So welcome to today's webinar. And today we are discussing about technology and what Harambee Sacco has been able to deploy to serve the needs of our members. So before I go deep into my presentation today, I want to say that through technology, Harambee Sacco has seen a lot of benefits. Among them is reduced cost, efficiency, enhanced member engagement and experience, and automation of products and services so as to reach our members from wherever they are. So if you are joining us for the first time, I would like to encourage you to subscribe. Click on the subscribe button down there, and you'll be able to receive notifications for events like this in the near future. Also, I'd like to request you to use the chat section to give your comments, your questions, and we are going to answer those questions at the tail end of this presentation. I also have a technical team backing me up, and they'll be able to answer those questions on the go as we move along. So what are we discussing today? Today we want to look at what are these channels that Harambee Sacco has deployed for use by members to access services. It is not a new conversation, I'm sure. You've been using these services, but there are some issues here and there that you may want clarified. And this is your day today to have those issues clarified. And what I'll be sharing is exceptional content that our members have been experiencing out there in terms of using our platforms, and we want to bring them along so that we move together as a family. So at Harambee Sacco, our purpose is to empower our members to live with dignity and accomplishment throughout their lives. And we do so considering certain values. And our values are accountability, empowerment, service, and empathy. So today, we'll discuss about these channels. What are the challenges that we face? What are the products that are available on these channels? The digital channels, that is. So to start off, I'll mention one of the channels that we use, a very common one. We have the mobile banking. At Harambee Sacco, we call it Harambee M-Cash. That is a brand name, Harambee M-Cash. So on this platform, we have our USSD code, which is star 357 hash. We also have a mobile app known as Harambee M-Cash. On the star 357 hash, this is a code that we acquired from mobile network operators, that is Safaricom. I know in our midst we have members who use other mobile networks like Airtel and Telecom Kenya, and they may be wondering, when are we going to have our own code in those networks? So we're going to roll out in the near future the codes for Airtel and Telcom so that we cover all our members on different networks. So what can you do on this? I'll be going deep into discussing this platform, mobile banking, just to tell us what is available when you go and use this channel. But I want to say you can download the application on Google Play Store or even Apple Store. So it's available for both devices if you may choose to use. The USSD and Mcash perform similarly. They perform the same functions, and you can choose to use either. When you use USSD, you require airtime, though it's not much. When you choose mobile app, you require internet, and that is where majority of us are in terms of usage. So the other channel that we have is a web portal, what is commonly referred to as internet banking. On internet banking, which is our web portal, you will find it on our website, harambesacco.com. There is a tab that is named Members Portal. When you click on that, you will be you'll be directed to our web portal where you can key in your details, your username or your phone number, and your password. But if you're accessing it for the first time, you can hit the forgot your password button, and you'll be directed through the prompts that will come. So similarly, when you lose your password or you've forgotten your password, you can use that particular link to be able to reset your password. So what are the services under this channel and known as web portal, Harambee web portal? You can view your statements right from many years, like almost 8 years down the line. You'll be able to see your statements. You can actually pick the date that you want to generate the statements, and I mean the statements of your accounts, the statements of your loan. You can also check account balances and many other services like application of if you want to amend your next of kin, if you want to also submit application for loan, you can do it online. You can also request for PIN resets, and inside there we have a delegates module where our delegates submit their returns, monthly returns. So before I exit this, I would like to mention that we also have a website which has a lot of information in terms of forms that you can download. While at the website, you'll find a resources tab, and then you do downloads. You'll be able to see a list of all the documents, all the loan forms, any form that you require to fill and submit to Harambee Sacco, you can download it from our website. So that is about the web portal. We also have ATM, what we call the Sacco-Link card, debit card. We partnered with the Cooperative Bank, and we have a Sacco-Link ATM card, which is a debit card that you can access by way of visiting our head office, FOSA. We produce them instantly. You can also inform us that you need an ATM, and we'll be able to channel that communication to Cooperative Bank. They produce the card, and then we ensure that it reaches where you are. So what can you do with this card? There are so many things that you can do with a card. You can do purchases. You can walk into a supermarket, swipe the card, petrol station. Remember, swiping the card is free. So there is no reason for you to incur expenses or charges while transacting things like fuel, which you can pay for free without any charges. You can also use this card internationally as long as the ATM machine that you are visiting is Visa branded. Likewise, you can shop with it online, and I'll be able to mention our safety procedures when using this online when I get to that point. I would like to mention at this point that unlike before, when you lose your PIN for the ATM, nowadays you are able to request for PIN without, as you retain the card. So you have a card that you acquired from Harambee Sacco. It is not yet expired, but you can't remember the PIN. We encourage you to talk to us through the channels that we have, and we'll be able to provide you another PIN free of cost. So unlike before, we are able to produce a PIN. It will take in 1 week's time, you'll be able to receive that. So that is it about the ATM debit card, what we call the Circling card. Ours, we branded it to reflect our colors. It is very, very attractive. As we move along, another channel that digital channel that we've availed for our members is what we call Harambee Pesa. Harambee Pesa refers to our agency banking. So agency banking brings services closer to members. I believe you've seen this with other banks, commercial banks across the country. We are also in that space where we take our services closer to members. We partner with businessmen who carry out M-Pesa outlets. They have also agencies for other commercial institutions. When we partner with them, they also provide our services to members. And we already have about 26 agencies across Kenya, across all the counties. This number will go up as we move along, and we'll see increased uptake of our services through these channels. So what can you do in this channel? You can actually do withdrawals, deposits, balance inquiry, loan repayments, member registration, among others. You can also get services, like you can drop your forms, and those forms will be directly routed to Harambee headquarters. Okay, those are the 4 channels that we have. But apart from that, we also have some communication channels that enables our members to receive information from us. And we have a registered short code for SMS. I believe some of us who have done transactions, maybe over the counter, at certain touch points, you've been able to receive those messages and you're wondering, whose number is this? So I would like to mention the number that we are using for communication, short code 24622. 24622 is our survey number. Survey short code for SMS. So this is a two-way interaction message. So when you receive a message, maybe you'll ask you, how did you find our services? And you are required to answer. So sometimes, depending on the gadget that you have, sometimes it can prompt you that it will charge premium rates. So don't freak out. It is normal. But I want to assure you that it is a free service. There is no charges. And you'll be able to communicate back to us on how you experienced our services. That makes us better. When you give us feedback on our services, it improves us to serve you better when you come back again, and even to serve other members. So we also have SMS IDs, the one for transactions and promotional, what we call Harambee CS. So when you receive a message and it has an ID, Harambee CS, know that that is our SMS ID for transactions. So this is compulsory for all of us who are registered on mobile banking. Just in case there is something happening in your account, this is the channel that we use to communicate whenever your account is touched, whenever your account is debited or credited. So that is the channel that we use to communicate to you. We also have Harambee DTS as a SMS ID. That is meant for promotional messages. So I've seen some members blacklist those IDs. So if you've blacklisted them, please restore them back so that you can be getting communication. It is encouraging to know that when something happens to your account, the SACCO is able to communicate to you, and you can know that there is some money that has gone to your account, if it is salary. So when you blacklist the same, you might find you don't have information about your finances. On social media, we are available on Facebook. Our handle is harambee.sacco. X, Harambee DT Sacco. On Instagram, Harambee Sacco _. And we also have a WhatsApp channel where the number is +254 11 08 95 735. I'll do that again. 254 +254 110 895 735. So that is our WhatsApp channel. And on YouTube, it is Harambee Sacco Society. That is our handle on YouTube. So those are the channels that we have. I want to dive into detail now on those channels. But before I do that, I want to welcome all of us once again. If you are joining us now, we have not gone far in terms of what we are discussing today, but I want to welcome you. Thank you for taking your time to join us. And if you are here for the first time, click the subscribe button below there so as to receive notifications whenever there are future events like this. You can also follow us on those channels that I've mentioned: Facebook, X, Instagram, and use the WhatsApp channel. I also want to encourage you to use the chat section for comments. Any questions that you've been having and they've not been answered, just forward them. I'll be able to deal with them at the tail end of this presentation. So we move on. What are the products and services that we've onboarded on these channels? And specifically, I'll be talking about loans and savings. But more so, these products are available on the mobile banking as well as web portal. So when you come to loans, Harambee Sacco, we have a wide range of products, loan products. When COVID-19 came in the year 2020 or 2019, there was, if you recall, there was a lockdown, there was restriction of movement, and we thought of availing these products, all the products, online, thanks to COVID-19, because that actually changed the course of the way we were doing business. Everybody, I think, was affected in this, in that time. But as Harambee Sacco, it actually gave birth to availing these products online. And as we speak today, we have about 14 products that are available online. I'll be able to share with you which ones. If you go to our mobile banking, some of us have already used this before. We have separated our products so that we have FOSA short-term loans, which go for at maximum 2 years and as low as 1 month. We have products that are issued for 4 months, 6 months, and the like. So we have separated our products into two. We have the short-term products, which are FOSA loans. So when you are on our platform, when you go to loans, you'll be given two options. There is FOSA loans, those are short-term loans. And those loans specifically meant for those who are processing salary through Harambee FOSA. So these products, I would like to say that they are fully automated. You can apply those products in the middle of the night, in the morning, in the evening, at your workplace, at home, anywhere. And you'll be able to, those loans will be serviced by our systems, and you get the loan instantly. So what is the maximum amount for these FOSA loans? We give up to 1 million Kenya shillings. Depending on the arithmetics or the logic that we put in place, the system will be able to advise you what amount you qualify for, depending on the salary that comes through FOSA. So we have M-Booster as a product, M-Booster Plus, Dividend Advance, which is a product that runs for almost 6 months. Ours is coming to an end tomorrow, 31st of January, 2025. We have Salary in Advance, Finche Chap Chap, Chisot Advance, and Salary Advance. Those are 7 products available for FOSA members who are channeling salary through FOSA. Even though M-Booster is not considering the criteria of channeling salary through FOSA, it's still available for all of us, even those who are not processing salary through FOSA. So coming to option number 2, which we have BOSA products. This one, the traditional products like emergency school fees, development loan, Chisaidie, Inuka, and the likes. The maximum here is 3 million. And the highest duration for these products is 96 months. We also have members who may not want to be guaranteed by other members. They want to utilize their savings, their deposits, to borrow a loan. It is allowed in our platforms, and the system is able to identify you using the set rules that you qualify for self-guarantor. So you can apply for a loan and guarantee yourself if you have not guaranteed other loans. That is the basic rule, that you have no liabilities with other members that you have guaranteed. I would also want to mention that for every loan product that we give out, we normally ask for purpose. I've seen a challenge in terms of us selecting the first option. I think we need to be honest. If it is a school fees, so we have education as an option for purpose. There is a reason why we have these settings, or that we require to know the purpose of the loan. We submit this to the regulator for further usage. We also ask you to provide us with the nearest branch. So, for example, if you are in Isiolo, your nearest branch could be Nanyuki, so you select Nanyuki. If you are in West Pokot, for example, we'll ask you to select Eldoret. If you are in Bita, we'll ask you to select Kisumu. So we have members across the country, and we have branches. Even though there are a small number of branches, we would like to distribute the workload. So as you know, Nairobi is the headquarters, and we have a large number of members. Not to say that you avoid Nairobi, but what I'm just trying to say is that we distribute workload. When we distribute the workload, our staff or our team will be able to process these loans. But if there is a big number of loan applications for a certain branch, the other branches who have less workload will come in, and our loans are processed within 24 hours, at most 48 hours. So what else about loans? We normally ask for guarantors. And the reason is all our loans, as per the regulations, the Act, need to have guarantors. I've talked about self-guarantor, and then if you have guaranteed other loans, then you are supposed to provide us with guarantors. So the minimum in our products that we have, we normally request for 1 guarantor. And then the highest number of guarantors can be 5, depending on the quality or the amounts those guarantors you are adding have saved compared to your loan that you are applying. So the system will be able to advise, as you add guarantors, it can ask you to add 1 more. So take cognizance of that. And I've seen that we have members, we ask for 2 guarantors, they provide 5. It's good, but I think the system generates alerts on what number of guarantors we require. But if you feel like you want to add 5 and you have the luxury of adding 5, please, you can do that. But when we ask for 2, you provide 2 until and unless the system advises you to do so. So sometimes we face challenges that our members have added guarantors, and some have not approved that loan because they get notifications online or through SMS, and they have not approved, and you feel like you want to change. You can go to the platform, the *357# loans. There is an option there, number 5, add or remove guarantors. And you can actually remove a guarantor if they are not cooperating, or if they have not, maybe they are in a place where there is no network. So you can actually remove that guarantor and add another one, and you'll be able to be serviced by those guarantors. So sometimes you apply for a loan and then you change the mind in the course of application. So the loan has been applied and you want to discard or to cancel that loan. So we have an option within that environment, remove guarantor, add or remove guarantor. And then there is an option 101 where you can discard a loan. So sometimes you don't need to call us to be able to cancel a loan. You can do it on your own. For incomplete loan applications, online loan applications, we normally hold these transactions for 48 hours. So if you require 5 guarantors and you've provided us with 4, and the 48 hours lapses, that loan will be, it will expire automatically. The reason why we are doing that is to reduce the workload or the waiting period. So we process loans that are fully guaranteed, and the system has authorized us to do such. So once a member has added you as a guarantor, what do you need to do as a guarantor? So you log into Star 357 or use the mobile app, and then under loans, there is always option 1, which says accept guarantorship. So you don't look for where to accept when somebody has requested you to guarantee them. We'll ask you to go to loans option, and under that there will be option 1, then you accept. And I'm glad that we didn't have this formal training when we onboarded these products to our members, but they found their way, and they've been able to assist one another in terms of sharing this knowledge. So we don't take that for granted. We want to thank you for consuming our services even without the requisite knowledge of how to use them. Now, I want to move to savings. There are quite a number of savings products that we've onboarded, and these are fully automated. The reason why we are doing this is to ensure that our members are able to make savings, either for their children, for holidays, for the business, and anything that you want to save for your children. Very important. So what are the savings products that we have? We have Toto Junior accounts, which is meant for our children, school-going children. Their school fees, you start saving. So under our platforms or our digital channels, mobile banking, you can open these accounts and manage them from the platform. Holiday account and 52 weeks savings account are sort of locked accounts. When you put money in those accounts, you can only access those funds at the end of the year. So it gives us financial discipline. So if you have a problem in putting savings somewhere, and in the middle of the process you access those savings, this is the right account to open. The 52 weeks challenge, which is running, and all our members, we've been communicating this all the time. And we're getting very good feedback about this, that you put money in a Harambee Sacco for sunny days, so that you can use that money when you really need them. You need that money. So we lock that fund, and then we give you back with an interest loaded at the end of the year. So how do you open these accounts? On the mobile banking platform, Star 357, we have an option, a very powerful option, option number 2, My Account. When you go to My Account, we've also created another option there, which is option number 8, Member Accounts. And in that member accounts, you'll see the list of all these accounts that I've mentioned. So you can actually open those accounts. And then once you open, you'll be able to put money in those accounts. Like Toto Junior account, it will ask you for an amount for standing order. So it will create a standing order. When your salary goes in, that salary is deducted and it goes to the Toto Junior account. The business account is very powerful also. If you have a side hustle, that could be dairy farm, could be hardware shop, it could be supermarkets, retail shop, salon, groceries, all these businesses that we have alongside our jobs. We encourage you to open a business account with us. So when you move your monies to this account, when your clients purchase items or goods from you, and they deposit that money in this account, known as business account, when you come to Harambee Sacco and you want to take a facility, we can use our account to give you a loan. So it is very important that we bring all our businesses to Harambee Sacco so that you benefit from the low interest rates that we charge. So to manage these accounts, you go to the same options, my accounts, member accounts, and then you select if it is 52 weeks challenge, if it is business account. So you can transfer money from those accounts now to FOSA. For Toto Junior accounts, we normally have a period of 3 months where you are not able to access. But once 90 days expires, you can move that money to FOSA and start paying school fees or using it elsewhere. So it's a way of managing our finances in a disciplined way. And thanks to Harambee Sacco for providing us with that. So as I continue with savings, we also have an option of payments and deposits. Maybe our members are wondering, what is this about? So if you have money on your M-Pesa wallet and you want to send that money to Harambee Sacco, this is the option to use. You don't have to remember your account number. You don't have to remember your membership number. You don't have to remember anything. Just go to this option. This will be able to move money from your M-Pesa wallet to different accounts different savings accounts in Harambee Sacco. So that is the option. If you have money on your M-Pesa wallet, use that option. At the tail end of that process, it will prompt you for M-Pesa PIN, and then it will channel the money to the right account that you've selected. We also have an option, which is option number 9 on our menu. It's called funds transfer. So the reason why I'm putting this together with payments and deposits is when money is lying on M-Pesa wallet, you use payments and deposits. When money is sitting in your FOSA account and you want to move laterally to your different accounts, you use funds transfer. So if you have money, for example, in FOSA account and you want to move that money to 52 weeks savings account, you can use this option of funds transfer. Likewise to other accounts that you have. Could be holiday, it could be business, it could be 52 weeks saving, Toto Junior, all those. It will be availed on the menu so that you can select, you move money from your FOSA direct to those accounts. So that is about that, the savings. I would also want to encourage our members. We have a pay bill number, 525200 525200. You can use this pay bill number to make repayments of your loans. If a loan is a check of loan and you find that it has not been deducted the first month, the second month, don't sit back and wait for that loan to go bad. Send the money through this platform and we'll be able to route that money to your loan account. You can also use this to save in those accounts that I've mentioned. And the system will post these funds and you'll be notified through an SMS. Other services that we have under this platform, digital products and services. We have other services under option 2 of our menu in mobile banking, my account. We are moving into a dividend season, and members want to know what dividend they are going to get. So I would encourage you to use this option. But first, before you ask for a dividend slip, which is option number 3 under option 2, my account. You must update your email address under option number 6. So when you request for a dividend slip, the system will find your email address already updated and it will send it to you. You will be able to know your dividends before they are credited into your account. We also have check my beneficiaries option, which is option number 9, a very useful option. Sometimes our members, they don't update their next of kin, their beneficiaries. So if you want to know that whether the form that you send to the SACCO has been updated, though we normally send an SMS after update, you can still confirm later using this option. And a text message will be sent to your phone containing all the beneficiaries and next of kin that you've updated in our systems. Another service that we have is the *357*1#. This is another option that we've availed the other day. What is it for? It is for all of us, members and non-members. If you are registered at Harambee Sacco, if you are not registered, you can use this. And the services that are available there is you can be an agent to recruit another member into Harambee Sacco. That is option number 1. You can do a recruitment of another member to Harambee Sacco. And for recruitments, we normally pay a stipend or something small to appreciate your efforts in getting those members. So the system will record that you brought this member and you'll be able to be given something. The other option is our mortgage products. So what happens is, if you want a mortgage product, mortgage process is very long and it requires engagement back and forth. So when you go into this option, *357*1#, and you select option number 2, mortgage products, your details will register in our systems, and then we can call you back to follow up on, to ask you what product under mortgage you required from us. We also have insurance products. If your car doesn't have insurance, you want insurance, you do the same. You register yourself, and we'll be able to call you back and provide you with insurance products. Number 4, we have share capital drive, this is a drive that we are running from 2024 and 2025 for 2 years, where we request our members to purchase share capital, and we'll be able to give you a return of 15% guaranteed. So grow that share capital and you will be able to earn more. What are the common challenges? Before I go to that, for those of us who are joining us, please hit the subscribe button to receive notifications of events like this. Use also the chat section to give us your comments, your questions, and I'll be able to answer those questions at the tail end of this presentation. The common challenges that members face out there. This is a collection of those very critical questions that our members ask. I'm not going to cover all of them because of limited time, but I want to mention that in the recent past, we have a service where you can send money to another mobile wallet. You can send money to another mobile wallet. So this service allows you to send money to another number, another mobile wallet. Our members, sometimes we are human and we miss some numbers. When that happens, the money goes to the wrong hands, and when you try to call that number, they are either off or they have moved the money to a different line. So this is what happens. You need to communicate to us, Harambee Sacco, and in the near future we'll be providing you with a seamless way of making those requests to us. We'll send those requests to M-Pesa, Safaricom M-Pesa, for reversal. But there are disclaimers. One, if that money goes to that third party that you are sending to, and they have Fulisa, for example, or they move money to a third party, another line, so we cannot help beyond that. So you need to be careful to communicate to us in good time, then we communicate to Safaricom to be able to reverse. If the recipient of that money has partially utilized the funds, so Safaricom will be able to reverse what is available, and that is what will credit back to your account. So let's just be careful when we put those numbers. We'll think of a way of making this simpler through your engagements. I know you are giving options or suggestions on how we can help you to better this. The other issue is dormant accounts. Our accounts go into dormancy after 3 months. So if there is no transaction in this FOSA account or the back office account, which is the savings account, it goes into dormancy. And that can deny you facilities within our mobile platform. You may not get a loan because your account is inactive. You are not depositing your deposits regularly, or your FOSA account has gone into dormancy. So those are the challenges that members face. So you need to keep those accounts active through the modes that I've given you. The other one is when you access, when you want to request a product and you are told your BOSA account is not active, that could be as a result of a loan that you've defaulted, or a loan that has been attached to guarantors, and we need to activate your account, so you need to call us back. For diaspora members who are outside Kenya, I know we have members joining us from Haiti, from all over the world. We have availed a web portal for you to access, and you can access also our mobile application, which is available, and we send the OTP because all our transactions, our access to critical systems, we use one-time password. So you need to inform us so that we enable this on request basis. So we'll enable you to access web portal, to access Harambee Mcash app using OTP that will be sent to your email because you are far away and maybe SMS may not get to you. So this is done on request basis. Sometimes our members say they are not getting SMSs, alerts. So like I said before, don't blacklist our SMS IDs. You need to check the message settings and remove those IDs from spam and blocked, and then unblock those IDs. So sometimes, and this is a more recent complaint from members. They say their FOSA account is overdrawn, and they are given a figure there. Maybe it is overdrawn by 5 shillings. What I would like to tell you is that you can actually bring back that account to normalcy by depositing 10 shillings. Why is 10 shillings? And the requirement is 10 shillings because that transaction that you are moving to Harambee Sacco, we charge minimum of 5 shillings. Remember, when you send money to Harambee Sacco, it is free of charge. Other institutions, they charge up to 108 shillings. Harambee Sacco, we've maintained that at 5 shillings flat. So when you put money to that account, ensure that you add another 5 shillings so that normalcy is restored. So you've downloaded the mobile application, that is Harambee Mcash app, and you want to activate. So first you download the application, and then you go to *357 hash, option number 2, my account, and then option number 4, mobile app. So you activate mobile app using that, and then you'll get a 6-digit code that you can use to activate your app. That is a security measure that we are putting in place so that we know we are dealing with a genuine member. So other error messages, just to go through them, I'm sure you are aware of this. Sorry, your SIM card is not allowed to use Harambee Mcash application or services. Might be you have renewed your line, your SIM card, or SIM replacement. That is the error that is generated when you do that. When you log in and you want to select a FOSA account but you don't find it, it is because your account is dormant. So we need to call us to activate. You are suspended from using Mcash services. We allow 3 PIN entries. So if you put the wrong PIN, you'll be suspended. So that suspension is because of the PIN. So you can tell us, we'll communicate back to you and activate. Sorry, you have insufficient funds to use the service. Top up your airtime and you'll be able to continue. You are not allowed to access this service, error 1005. There is a process internally that we need to do. It's called whitelisting, and we will be able to remove you from that list of, so that you can access the account. Existing loan repayment exceed what you qualify for. You have committed your net salary, and you are not able to access a facility. So before I wind up, I want to welcome you once again. If you have just joined us, subscribe using the subscribe button on the screen so as to receive notifications for events like this. Also follow us on our social media, and I'm also still requesting you to use the chat and comment section so that we'll be able to answer your questions as we progress. As I wind up, I want to talk about securing these channels, and there are 2 parts to it. One is what you need to do as a member and what we need to do as Harambee Sacco. So one of the things that we need to do as a member, you need to protect your PIN from access by somebody you don't know. Don't share that PIN with anyone, even if it is Sacco staff. It is your secret, and it is your secret. Don't share with anyone. Likewise, for the ATM, you protect your PIN. Your ATM card, if you look at the way things are going nowadays, is that you don't need to swipe the card. You can actually place it. It's called near field, and you don't need a PIN. Somebody can use your card to transact if you have not kept it well. So I would like to urge you to secure your PIN and then secure your card so that it is not misused. The other thing, as a member, avoid public Wi-Fi for transactions. You use your data bundles to do transactions. But if you are using if you want to stream videos, you can use public Wi-Fi. The reason why we are saying that is you don't know who is sitting behind that Wi-Fi, and they might be able to get your details and transact in your absence. As a member also, we ask you to use strong passwords to access our portals. Ensure that your password has a unique character, a strong password. It has to be strong. We've set criteria on the password that you need to put there, but I would like to encourage you that you ensure that it is strong enough so that hackers may not break into your accounts. The other one is, as a member, we have an email that you can report fraud. It's called, the email address is fraud@harambesacco.com. So in case you come across any fraud happening, or you are a victim of fraud, please channel your email to that email address. We'll be able to help you. As Harambee Sacco, we provided alerts to your emails and SMS whenever a transaction happens on your account. We've also secured the web portal using certificates, and we time out the sessions. We also record SIM swaps, or what we call IMSI. So when you replace your card, we don't know if you are the one replacing the card, your SIM card. So we normally protect you from that. So you need to call us back before we bring you back to transact. So it's called SIM swap, which we monitor very, very keenly. We also provide us with the multi-factor authentication, that is the OTP, and such like multi-factor authentication. We are also monitoring transactions. Any unusual patterns, we'll flag them out, and we'll be able to block any fraudulent activity that is happening. So that marks the end of my presentation. I want to tackle the issues that have come in. Um, oh, Grace Wanjoy, thank you. She says, "Hi Arambe Sacco, in the current share drive, I really appreciate you on how fast you send the message showing the total shares." Thank you, Grace, a very key member of our Sacco. Christopher Mwangi, you had a question on Mcash. It's not available on iOS. Christopher Mwangi, use Arambe's, when you are on Apple Store, use Arambe Mcash. You'll be able to find our app. So if you don't find it, please, we are available for assistance, and we'll be able to get back to you. Somebody is saying, this is Nicholas, make emergency loan available online through the USSD code without having to fill those forms to all members, including those salary. Nicholas, if you recall what I said, we have two loan categories. One is FOSA, another one is BOSA. The traditional loans, like the one you are talking about, the emergency loan, are available to all members, regardless of whether you process salary through FOSA or not. These are available, and you can use those to access. We only require 2 guarantors for emergency loan. The beauty is, if you have your colleague or your friend in Mandera, who is also a member of Arambe Sacco, and you are in Lamu, you can communicate and they'll be able to guarantee you from wherever they are. I don't know if there are any other questions. Maybe let me look at. Okay, Evans Lagat, thank you for joining in. I can see you are asking, how is Arambe Sacco ensuring a balance between user convenience and security across its digital channels? I've just explained that, Lagat, but I want to say that we take security very seriously, and we have done a lot of, there are things that I cannot mention here that we've done internally to ensure that we secure your monies and secure the channels. But over and above that, we also ask you as a member to be able to help us secure the channels from your end. But we have done a lot on that front. On the web portal, are we able to transact or not? I don't know whose question is this, but I would want to say you can apply for loans using the web portal, but you cannot move money from your FOSA to M-Pesa. But you can actually transfer, inter-account transfer. Like if you want to move money from your FOSA account to deposits, you can do that. If you want to move money from your FOSA account to share capital, you can do that. If you want to move money from your FOSA account to the other savings accounts, yours, not any other members, you can do that. The only thing that is not available on the web portal is moving money to M-Pesa wallet. Okay, I think that's the question I've answered. The other one is Charles Mwangi. You're watching us from Wachia Airbase. Thank you very much. Samuel Rubia, following from office. Thank you for joining. There is somebody called Naisho. He's saying the use of USSD star 357 code disabled on change of phone. How do I reactivate? Naisho, please communicate to us. I've just mentioned that. We'll be able to bring you on board. Once you replace your line, we take you offline, and then when you communicate back to us and we do the KYC, we'll reactivate you so you can use the channels that I've shared to communicate back to us. Okay. So that's just about it. Thank you very much for your time. I'm hoping that we can do this again in the near future. And I wish you all the very best. Thank you. Have a good day.